Last time on Beast World, our delving crew venture further south along the causeway, on their way towards Dunyan Valley. As they near, Aspen spots a black stone tower up on the peak of the Matatrano range, which causes the party some concern. But Vanya is adamant that it's just a tower. That night before reaching Dunyan, Iset asks Charlotte to borrow her deck of oracles so that she may ask the Divine a question regarding her reaching out to Treyarch. Her response is rather cryptic, suggesting there's possible good or bad outcomes from doing so. The next morning, Charlotte passes the deck of oracles over to Vanya for her to use, and Vanya in turn hands over her necklace of proof against detection to Iset, in the hopes that it will help her better. The crew arrive to Dunyan and are overwhelmed by the smell of food that is pooling from the neighboring buildings around them upon their arrival. Several of the party pick up a particular scent that directs them to a more run-down building. An older building on the causeway called Goro Goro, run by a black, older Ovine man named Koron. Aspen wastes no time and asks the head chef to train him in his ways, much to Koron's surprise. He welcomes the crew and offers to cook for them first, preparing many special Arnarian delicacies for the party. Koron says he would be happy to train and teach Aspen if they promise to retrieve a specialty herb that is used in Koron's recipes that give it its distinct taste. The herb is located up on the nearby mountain range, near the peak. Some of the crew inquire about the tower on the peak, but Koron tells them that it's always been there, and despite ghost stories, nothing has come of it. The party decide to venture up the mountainside, taking several hours to reach the peak, where they spot a bushel of bright pink herbs being guarded by several prowling cat-like creatures. Based on their build, size, and deformities, the creatures appear to be rogue chimeras, likely loose from the dungeon that was sealed in Lenang, and have created a nest up in the mountains. The party approach carefully, preparing to fight as Aspen tries to commune with them, trying to pacify the beasts to get past them. Unfortunately, the chimeras are extremely territorial and attack Aspen. The party engage and start wearing them down, with the ski banishing one of them, presuming that it'll be gone, only to have it reappear later after the other two have already been slain. The party gather the herbs carefully from the bush and store them, preparing to venture back down the mountainside. Or decide if they want to visit the Tagatore Tower in the near distance. And I believe this is
that is where we ended.
So, it is approaching nightfall. Not nightfall yet. And you have an option. You can either venture back down the mountain range towards Dunyan, or you could check out the Tagatore Tower.
It's just a rock, guys.
Tower.
On one hand, I think none of us here would object to having our curiosity sated. On the other hand, I don't know how long these herbs are going to stay fresh.
Just dry them.
One night isn't going to kill them if people really, really need to see the inside of an empty tower.
I thought it's just a rock.
It's a tower. An empty tower. But someone built to be silly. That's it.
A tower-shaped object.
I can relate to being a little bit silly.
Look, either it is something interesting and we get a new adventure and get to explore something, or it's not, and the people who are right get to say, I told you.
Oh no, I'm not that proud.
And believe me, I will.
Yeah. I don't think saying I told you so will be enough for me. I need more.
Let's go to the dumb tower.
Do you think they left anything to guard it, or just completely abandoned it?
It's just a tower.
I know, but
There's nothing
towers
there.
are usually. I still want to see it.
But like I said, let's go.
It's old. It may, well, maybe it's worth checking out just on that grounds. Let's go, I guess.
History. And then she starts slumping and dragging her feet towards the tower.
Alrighty.
Side quest sign, yay!
God, wouldn't it be funny if I hung back and just took a nap?
Will we find an optional super boss here?
Let's just get
Alright.
it over with.
So. Well, technically the wagon's there. Okay, so. The tower is about, I want to say like 30 to 45 minutes of a hike. Because you've already reached a pretty reasonable part of the peak. It's not too far away from you at this point.
Not too bad, I guess.
So, you begin making your way in that direction. The rest of the mountainside is rather the same. There's nothing that denotes any strange anomalies or something you're expecting to see along the way. It's rather simple looking trail that seems to lead up towards the tower. It doesn't take much effort of climbing or hiking to get there, just a little bit of time. But after some time, you do eventually reach the tower as you can begin to see the sun setting just on the edge of the horizon. The large black stone tower stands before you. Its form rather simple in measure. The stonework itself is quite strange. Instead of like your standard interlocking bricks, the shapes of the stonework are more curved in such a strange way. Parts of them are interlocking with one another, so there are not perfect circles in any of them. But they somehow form together to create this solid structure. At first glance, it's very obvious that nobody's here. Nobody's been here recently. It doesn't look like anybody has been here for a while. The doorway, quote-unquote, to the tower itself is just large and open. A circular door.
Open, you say?
Mm-hmm. There's no physical door blocking it. It is just an
It's
open
just an
tower.
archway.
Correct.
Do I recognize this style of architecture by any chance?
Nope.
I'm gonna wander inside.
Concerning.
We're gonna follow down.
I have to
the
take a look
boss.
inside, yeah.
Alright.
I'm
Alright.
going to lean at the doorway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait outside.
Alright. So Aset, Aski, Charlotte, Aspen, and I'm gonna presume Ignatius head inside.
Oh boy.
It's dark. There's actually no windows that lead to this tower. So the interior is pretty much completely pitch black at this point. It's not too bad for Aski, the only person with dark vision.
I'm gonna use light.
I have goggles of night. I also have dark vision.
There you go. And
Just use it
Charlotte,
on my-
you
I'll just use
illuminate
it
the
on
room.
my-
20-foot radius and additional 20 feet of bright light. Okay. So, yeah, you cast light and illuminate the inside of the tower, and you can see that the interior is more or less hollow. The ground itself around the base of the tower has no stonework or masonry. It's just like earth that has been trudged upon, more or less. There's no staircases or apparent rooms either, as the tower appears to just be hollow, leading straight up. There's no way to actually, like, scale the tower, as it were.
So no stairway or ramp.
Nope. Once you have illuminated the room properly, though, you do eventually take notice, closer to the walls that you are standing near as you enter, that there are strange symbols carved into the stonework.
Hmm.
Would I be able to interpret these symbols?
Would any of
I
us
will-
be able to interpret these symbols?
I will say history check. The DC is very high.
Can I help?
Oh yeah, let's try it.
Shit roll.
Yeah, nah.
No, I don't think any help is going to be possible on this. This is going to be pretty much pure knowledge.
Oh, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, that almost landed on the net 20.
Alright. Charlotte, with the 22, you do not recognize these symbols.
Fun. I love high DCs like that.
A lot.
I.
Would you do your thing? The
Which
thing where
thing?
you see things?
Oh, that only works. I'm just gonna. The symbols are like just on the wall, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna put my hand to it.
Alright. The stone masonry is pretty cold to the touch, mostly because of the altitude. But the carvings itself, where it has been carved into the stonework, is like nearly perfect.
I'm gonna turn to Aspen and say, "Sorry, it's not doing the thing."
Can I try pushing on one of the symbols, like see if I can get it to
Like a
activate or
button.
something? Yeah.
I mean, you could try.
You said it's just gonna like take note of all these symbols that you can see and like just keep it like stash it away for later.
Oh yeah, that's been stored in the photographic memory.
So you're
Just like carefully redrawing everything.
Alright. So Aspen, you're just like pushing against the symbols, hoping to find some kind of hidden button or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess investigation?
Oh.
You just kind of like find a corner of the wall and you start just feeling against the stonework, pushing your fingers against the various symbols that have been carved out. And then you just start going in a circle around the room, just constantly trying everything that you can grab within reach. And you make a complete circle around the room and you find no hidden buttons of any kind.
Certified Sierra Games moment.
Okay, can anybody else find anything?
I guess can I try sniffing around for anything in particular that stands out to me?
Perception checks.
Alright. Much better.
Anybody else looking around?
Am I allowed to do that too?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I was just handling doggy.
Eski just wants to see how far their paranoia pushes them. It's
Ah.
really funny for her.
I rolled the wrong thing. It was investigation.
It works here either way. Investigation, perception. Just different forms of looking around. Okay. Let's see. Starting with a 27 from a set, while the symbols on the wall seem to be the show, more or less, the thing that gathers everyone's attention, your natural ranger instincts look towards the ground itself. Because it is not actual stonework and masonry, the ground is rather soft up here, and you notice that with a little bit of looking around, there are footprints of people who have been here before, possibly old. Some of them have not quite like been fossilized or such, but you can tell that they've been a footprint has been left here, and it's not been touched since the original person made it for probably decades.
Damn.
Charlotte, with your natural 20, as you are looking around and taking note of the wall, you notice that Iset has focused her attention towards the floor. And as she does so, you notice something very fascinating. Iset seems to have found sets of like various footprints in the floor, but what has gathered your attention particularly is that soft shimmering glow of sand that you're familiar with whenever you sense a time echo.
Oh, now here it is. Just look this way.
Looking the wrong direction.
Look at the sand. Okay. Charlotte is going to take a second and say, all right, there is something.
I know it!
Footprints, yes.
I'm going to approach and touch the time dust.
All
Do
right.
something or what?
That someone's gonna like gently elbow a set, just be like, she's doing the thing.
Iset's gonna turn around, like, clearly now distracted from, like, trying to follow these footprints.
All right. So you're touching the time echo. I think Norman has been kidnapped by dog.
I said yes.
Oh, no, it didn't come through.
Yeah, it didn't come
Did
through.
not.
Yeah, my internet is like bouncing.
All
So,
Well, hopefully you catch this, because you're the one that has to regurgitate it.
yay.
Okay. You touch the time echo, and your vision is pulled, and you see the interior of the hollow tower again. This time it is a little bit more well lit up, and as you look about the room, you realize there are several beasts here, at least a dozen, and not just beasts, but jackals. They are all dressed in various manners of what seems to be wizardly robes, probably arcane academics of different types. They are more or less moving about the tower, seemingly taking notes of the various symbols that have been placed upon the architecture, and either jotting it down or discussing theories amongst one another. Out of all of the jackals in the room, there's one in particular that stands out towards your attention. A young black jackal dressed in very elegant white wizard robes, trimmed with gold etchings. The interweavings of the robes are marked with seemingly alive celestial patterns that move on their own. They stand in front of a portion of the tower wall, seemingly fascinated by the hieroglyphs in front of them. They reach out towards a portion of the wall, tracing their fingers along it before stopping at a particular glyph, pausing for a long moment as they run their finger over its shape. The glyph itself is serpentine in nature, like a sideways infinity symbol. The jackal pulls their hand back and speaks a single phrase in Seelese. Urset. Your vision is then pulled back into the present, and you realize that the footprint that Iset is looking at, where you found the time echo, is the same that belongs to the jackal that you just witnessed in the vision.
What is Urset?
I would know this, I suppose, but
Mhm.
what does it
No,
mean, GM?
So, this particular word is not a word you would be... You're not unfamiliar with it, you're just slightly confused by its use here. The phrase more or less loosely translates from Seelese as world serpent. But its application here is a little vague.
It means world serpent, but I couldn't tell you what that would have to do with this tower.
Is it like a story?
Well,
Again, not a phrase you were super familiar with in terms of anything related to that. No jackal stories about a world serpent.
nothing I would have heard about personally.
Where did this word come from in your little spooky vision?
Yeah, Charlotte's gonna point to the seemingly the Infinity Serpent, Ouroboros, Jorgamundir, whatchamacallit glyph. It's something about this one. I saw Jackal touching it and saying Urset.
What if we have the Jackal and Present Company reenact vision?
I mean, this could be hundreds of years old.
You don't know exactly when your vision was taking place because it was taking place from within the tower that looks identical then as it does now. So that could have been yesterday, that could have been hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago.
See,
Maybe
this
nothing
could-
happens, maybe something happens.
Well,
I'm gonna just touch the serpent glyph and say Urset to see if it triggers something.
Okay. You place your hand upon the symbol and utter the words in Seelese. Nothing happens.
allow me.
Ooh. Yeah, stepping aside.
She's going to do the same as someone who actually speaks the damn language.
Okay. You take Charlotte's place, placing your hands upon the symbol, and utter the phrase again. Nothing happens.
Has to be more to it, I suppose.
Maybe that's just the name of the serpent?
That's
That's the
what
name
I
of the glyph.
suspected.
I don't recall anything in history involving a serpent.
Neither do I, that's the thing.
Is it... Wait, does it mean like ancestral homeland? No, that wouldn't make sense.
Perhaps that would be a wild guess at that point. I don't know. I don't think there is much more we can figure out from here right now.
I mean, if Charlotte has sending spell already, we do have very learned scholar we could ask.
Who?
Mateo.
I do not have sending ready, unfortunately.
Look, there will be a point where I'll need to like visit the Jackal cities again at some point or another.
Can I come?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Cross that bridge. Look, what I'm trying to say is I'll just take note of all of this for now and just inquire when the time is right.
I always want to go to one. Well,
I would also be interested.
People don't exactly come to these places willy-nilly is the thing.
I know. I just remember stories about the cities.
You've heard stories.
Well, from what my mom told me when I was little. Before.
Elaborate.
I mean, well, stories of how, you know, people would get lost in the woods and end up in a jackal city or be, you know, invited, or they would follow someone who was actually a jackal to a city. That was before the war. I imagine you don't get many people entering the city suddenly, though.
Generally, you have to be invited to these places, and even if you are, there's no guarantee you'll exit with your memories of the entire encounter intact.
Oh, I'd hate that. I'd want to go to one.
That does seem very rude.
We value our secrecy.
Yeah, not many beasts knew of jackals until the Invader War happened.
There's a reason I spent 900 years hiding from the world.
I believe there is a brethren saying, the cat is out of the bag.
I mean, the jackals did emerge to help the Brethren settle. They came out on their own terms.
They were also involved in the war.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They were.
Well, like it says, cross bridge when come to it. I have one last thought.
Go on.
What would that be?
That did not come through, did it?
It did not.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, yeah, Discord went weird for me there for a second. Yeah, Aspen's gonna go to the door and just see if, like, if it lines up with anything, like if it's designed to guide a viewpoint, or if the tower structure itself is like some kind of, you know, gigantic ancient signpost or something.
Okay. So you're going to the doorway and looking for what exactly?
Just basically any, like, distinct viewpoint features that it seems like it might be built to line up with.
Okay. The doorway itself more or less faces out towards the ocean. It doesn't have any particular landmass within sight. The doorway looking back into the tower, it's fairly dark and, I mean, just points towards the opposite wall. Doesn't appear to be any kind of symmetry here.
Yeah, the only thing I can consider is that sort of pointing towards Ocean, talking about the village serpent inside. Ocean could be a good place for serpent.
If it is real,
If it exists.
Pure guess.
maybe it's another meaning of like the worms in Ancestral Homeland. That's just my guess.
I don't know, it's pure guesswork at this point. I don't think there's much more with this information we can do until we learn more.
The point is, we came here, we found the thing, we learned the thing. We now have the information.
That said, I do think it would be wise for us to get a move on. I think we've figured out everything about this place we can for now.
Oh, wait 1 second. How hard is the stone that makes this tower?
Oh
Here we go again.
I
You're
mean,
gonna bring the tower down.
how do you want to test this theory? 'Cause,
Basically, I want to pull out. Like, do I have a knife? Probably have like a knife from the mess kit or something, or maybe just use the edge of the hand axe. I want to try and carve Aspenwood here into the rock in Orion.
into the rock. Okay.
In Auric, sorry.
For a moment, I thought you were going to fucking pull out the Ring of Ram Strength again and just do 9/11 hit the beast roll.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ, that's a term.
Okay.
Mr. Bay, a third ram charge has hit the tower.
All right. Give me a strength check.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. You take the knife and you start attempting to carve into the edge of the stonework. And you're making a little bit of progress, but it will take you some time to do this. This stone is very, very dense.
Punching obsidian block in Minecraft.
Well, that is some resilient stone. I don't think we're going to be here long enough for me to do this.
You're gonna hurt your hands.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Everyone's going to get mad at me. Only idea I have left before we leave is I could use a ram ring and try and blow up the floor and see if there's anything underneath.
No, don't.
Quicker than shovel.
Somebody's gonna come in later and wonder what the hell happened.
Yeah, maybe they fall down hole and then we happen to be nearby and we can help them out of the hole and they'll reward us for helping them out. It's probably bad.
I still have reason to believe that this place could be enchanted. Or have some sort of guardian.
So maybe if I blow up the floor, we'll find out.
Let's not.
Remember the rock?
Guys, I'm bored from the doorway.
Hello, board I am Aspen.
Ugh.
We're about done.
Yes, let's head back.
Can I roll to
Tired.
put Vegas in a headlock and give him a noogie?
Grapple check?
Does that have to be acrobatics? I forget.
If you're the one making the grapple, it's athletics.
Oh, athletics. Sorry, wrong one.
Vegas gets to choose whether they roll
still bad.
athletics or acrobatics, or if they just wanted to let it happen.
Still bad, they say, with an 18.
I'll contest it. Yeah.
Dang.
Nice.
All right.
Just
Nice.
Yeah, you shrug Aspen off as they try to sneak up on you and put you in a headlock.
Nice
Scroll
try.
spot. Okay, let's go.
Yippee!
Alright. So, venturing back down the mountainside.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if we've got the time.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a series of athletic checks, because now you're doing this at night.
Uh-oh.
Another 20.
Oh yeah, that couldn't have been the one I rolled against Vegas.
You're not allowed to beat me in my own game.
Okay.
Again.
In a stunning repeat fashion, Charlotte, as you were continuing to trek down the mountainside, not paying attention to the fact that, you know, it's dark and you kind of have to see where to plant your feet, you kind of just walk off the edge again. Can I get another dex save?
Do you believe in gravity? I hope I do.
And then gravity doesn't care if you believe in it or not.
Oh, yeah.
21. Luckily, your reflexes are good, and you manage to grab onto a nearby tree branch to keep yourself from going down the mountainside.
I'm just going to directly follow Aspen from now on.
Oh, you want
Holding
me to carry you?
hands. No, just take my hand.
Oh, okay.
The Call of the Void must be pretty strong tonight.
I suppose so.
Thanks for reminding me of the fucking Tekken 1 ending.
Alright. Otherwise, your trek back down the mountainside is rather uneventful. It does take you about another 4 to 5 hours to reach the bottom, though, at which point you were
Oof.
nearing midnight. But you do eventually return to your wagons that you had parked at the base of the mountain range, and you can either bring them back up into Dungeon Valley for the night, or you can turn in now and head back in the morning.
Oh, we've got herbs to get back.
Okay.
It is midnight.
Is he still gonna be awake at like 1 a.m.?
Let's find out.
All right.
Like, I guess we may as well like make a little bit of progress on our travels, but
Yeah, Vanya is just going to sleep in the back of the wagon as they travel.
Yeah, no.
I am very eager to complete my task.
All right. You get back in the wagons and direct the draft horses back up onto the causeway and into Dungeon Vale. Once there, you do notice that the activity has dropped a little bit, but is seemingly still fairly busy. There are plenty of, like, restaurants and eateries that are still open serving this late at night. People gotta eat, and there's plenty of people still traveling coming through. So, surprising amount of places are open. You do eventually return to Gorogoro, and do notice that the lights are on. You don't see any customers. You do see Korhan, who is currently at the grill, seemingly cleaning up at the moment.
Gonna like knock on the door just to be polite.
You've returned.
Ah, we have herbs.
I was beginning
They've
to
already-
worry that you fell down the mountain.
They were heavily protected. Aspen is still looking like quite roughed up.
Once you get in a little bit closer and he sees you, he's like, huh, you do look like you fell down the mountain.
That I managed to avoid. However, the three very large dungeon monsters guarding the flowers did not avoid them.
As the hip cats say these days, the chimeras had hands.
I don't think they did. I think they had paws.
And hooves.
Duh. They did have tails. And far too many heads.
Lisa's just kind of like pinching the bridge of her nose at this point and just starts like producing the herbs.
We had a good time.
Well, I'm glad I didn't make the trek myself then, as I don't think I would have fared much better. But I appreciate it. Here, let me see. He picks the bushel of herbs and looks them over. Ah, this is quite the supply. This should last me for another few months at least.
Wonderful.
Have you ever considered trying to cultivate them in town rather than on the mountaintop?
See, I have thought of that, but it doesn't work. They need to grow up at that height, where they're able to gather as much sunlight from the peak as possible. Growing them down here in the valley, they don't produce the same results.
That is a shame.
Often the best, most important herbs you can find are best acquired in the wilds rather than those grown.
Lisa just smiles a little at that.
I will keep that in mind.
Yes, aspiring chef. Thank you for completing this task for me. Make sure to come by in the morning when I've had a proper rest, and I will do my best to teach you what I know.
Very well. I will wish you a good night.
I wish you a pleasant one as well.
Aspen will head back to the wagon.
Alrighty. So, you all gather back at the wagon. It's really late at this point. Are we going to turn in for the evening, or is any other plans somebody would like to unfold?
I have a plan, but that's for when we're closer to Karsoro.
Is it too late to get some training in?
Probably.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like 1 a.m. I'm gonna say yes.
Sleepy time.
I'm pretty sure Vanya just went to bed.
She
Yeah.
literally fell asleep during the trip back, yeah.
Okay.
In the wagon, I'm gonna put Katarina on Vanya because she looks comfortable.
Okay. So, yeah, if there's no other pressing matters for the night, then we can go ahead and roll over into the morning. So, I
Long
would
rest
definitely,
button.
yeah, make sure to hit the long rest, because y'all were in a fight. Get Iggy's sheet.
One hit point.
Ignatius, Ignatius had temp HP eat quite a bit. Okay. switch music over a little. Alright. So, you all awake, having completed your short journey up the mountain, retrieving the herbs as requested for Korhan, and checking out the strange tower. And while finding not a whole lot of particular interest, gleaming a little bit of knowledge into what seems to be some kind of jackal expedition towards Tagatore. And you now awaken. Aspen, are you cooking breakfast?
Yeah.
Alright. What are you making this morning?
Something quick and easy because we're gonna probably doing a lot of other cooking today. I'm just gonna go with pancakes.
Nice and easy. Okay. Alright. Well, with the entire day ahead of you, what would you like to do? First, that is.
Train.
Already a sending message, but let me write it first.
Okay. I heard training from Vegas.
Yeah, baby.
Hey,
Yeah, we can start with some early morning training.
Sure, why not?
I'm halfway there. I need to get this book.
50 push-ups for Vegas.
Or
Shit.
stealth training. That's an automatic success.
Oh, Iggy has 2 days remaining
Okay, let's see.
for voiceless speech.
You are halfway through your mobile training.
I needs it. I needs it so bad.
I'm 5 away from, after this success, I'm 5 away from getting medium armor mastery. And that's pretty exciting.
I believe that's the final success I need.
Let's see. Let's go for the 9. Successful training overall. I'm gonna roll for Iggy as well. Let's see.
Don't forget the little D4, just in case.
Not there it is.
Hashtag thoughtful DM.
Okay. Yes, that is the last one that you need for your Sentinel.
My message is sloppy but ready.
That's a weird message.
Pause.
Okay, let's see.
I tell you what, just waking up, just mentally getting sloppy but ready, beamed into his head.
Yo, that fan giving the sloppy?
Alright, you now have Sentinel added to your sheet. You roll Iggy's training. Should have just been a straight roll, but it's the first one, so about the same. 16. Okay, that's a success. Iggy's almost complete on his stealth training.
Nice.
Okay. That was a round of successes for everybody. Very productive day. Okay. So, Norman, I believe you said you had a sending message ready.
Yes. It's not my best, but try and do it, like, summarize it.
Okay.
This is Charlotte from the Astral Pact. Of course, it's being sent to Mateo. This is Charlotte from the Astral Pact. Just visit the Tugatori Tower. Saw Glyph the Serpent, Urset and Sealy. Know anything? Just curious.
Alright, let me compile my response.
I almost said Unsealy. That's the wrong character.
Okay. So you get back, from Mateo. Tagatore, I haven't been that way before, and I am unfortunately unfamiliar with Thales. You might want to inquire with the Jackal Historian.
You know one of those.
No, it's fine
Wow.
because I just made a new Jackal character who's an historian, but not for here. Charlotte is going to give an update to the group probably during breakfast. Mateo doesn't know much on Sealy or Jackal history, so we'll have to consult a Jackal historian.
Okay, we will have to find one.
We've met one before.
I'm
haven't
back.
we? Or
Alright.
has it been an age? It's sort of been a blur going place to place and everything happening.
I don't entirely remember.
No. Maybe next time we visit, like, the Delvers or something. Might know someone.
Uh,
Could always ask Svek. There's that
This is
jackal
true.
there.
Yes, I may have to visit him at some point. I don't want to say until things calm down because I don't. That's just jinxing it.
Will they ever calm down before the end?
Imagine we get like 2 straight months of no serious conflicts.
God.
But that can wait, so let's focus on breakfast. And are we staying another day here, or are we going to be heading to Farsoro?
I need to get my lessons. Also, I made pancakes.
I really love that. Have you ever done, forgive me for my words, apple compote?
You mean like smushed stuff?
Like, I can't describe it. sort of like apples mix of like cinnamon and with like a little bit of sauce.
Appy sauce.
No,
Applesauce, parentheses, bougie.
Yeah, you could just say you want applesauce. Like, there's no shame in it.
It's not applesauce.
It's applesauce.
For one, it has a lot of chunks in it.
So does applesauce. Aspen, can you make applesauce? That's what Charlotte wants to know.
It's not applesauce.
All
I mean,
right, tell
a
somebody
good-
who cares.
A good applesauce does kind of have a lot of chunks in it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I will pick up some more books while I'm here. I won't do it the last way. I'll actually buy them. Unless they'll just let me read them, then I don't need to buy them because I will remember them.
So
You'll see how
true,
cheeky I can be. And I will see if I can find a recipe for a compote.
Thank you.
You imagine bookshops just don't let bears look inside the books because they know that they
Just
all
because
have
of
like
that,
the
yeah.
photographic memory.
100% waiting to get racially profiled in a bookshop.
Whoa.
First training, then the bookshop. Cooking training, not fighting training. I'm pretty sure I've got this down.
All right, well, go ahead.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna head back.
Okay. You return to Gorogoro and Koran. Still fairly early in the day. He has set up his grill for the morning hour. And there's a handful of people here. Seemingly regulars, people who know this place, like the food, always choose to come here in the morning. They're more or less just paying attention to their food, and not so much to you as you enter. But Korhan waves to you. Welcome back, my apprentice. Are you ready to learn?
Aspen's gonna like bow slightly awkwardly, but just still. I very much am, thank you.
You don't have to do that. Anyways, go ahead and wash up, and we will begin.
Yeah, Aspen's gonna go start washing and just have incredibly soggy paws. Start drying them off, they just go super fluffy.
Alrighty. Yeah, he will eventually pull out several scrolls from like the wall and unfurl them and show you written on them, which is written in Greater Arnarian, so you can't actually directly read it, but he translates for you various different recipes, and he has you go through and begin prepping them. And at first, it's a little bit difficult because he wants you to get the heat level of the grill to be just right. Not too hot, not too cold. And the amount of time you spend grilling particular items has to be almost perfect. And there's this rhythm and flow that he's trying to ingrain upon you in order to like teach you the consistency that the recipes need in order to be more well perfected. And the mentioning of the herbs that were gathered as well, which he has taken and ground up through a mortar and pestle. This goes on for about 6 hours of just constantly prepping food.
Hell yes.
You spend a great deal of time just constantly preparing meals. A lot of which just end up going to people who happen to walk in at the time. So you end up having people quite literally off the street sample your practicing of these recipes. And at first it's a little rough, because you're still trying to get used to this different style of cooking and this different method. But with the constant teaching and the constant practice that you're putting in, it doesn't take very long for you to see almost immediate improvements. With your additional training that you've received, I'm buffing your chef feat. So
Ooh.
whenever you during your short rest where you're able to prepare food for different creatures, the hit dice points that people regain is now a D10 instead of a D8.
Yo,
Wow.
Damn!
Yo.
That's not negligible.
that's crazy strong.
I was doing this for flavor.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
what being a chef is.
Bashum Tish, yeah.
Here's the thing: you
Oh,
keep
nice.
going around and you keep finding people to teach you stuff, and I will keep buffing your chef.
Deal.
Well, what do you know? We're going eventually.
Aspen learns the cuisine of every homeland.
Aspen just walking through every cooking exclamation point quest.
Slaps Chef around the face. Teach
Wha-
me your
At some point, I genuinely think at some point during this whole process of Linda Cook, when they're starting to get the hang of it and seeing people, because the grill's in full view of the rest of the restaurant, right?
Yep.
When they see people starting to really enjoy what they're cooking and they've realized they've got it, their whole main goal is going to change a little bit because they want to be, the best warrior of the beast world, the best Orient warrior that's ever been known, but also now warrior chef is the title they need.
Who sets out to become the greatest warrior, becomes the beast world's Anthony Bourdain instead.
Iron
Anthony
Chef
Bourdain could
Dark
kick ass.
Aspen.
Yeah. Okay. This is a defining moment for Aspen.
Yes. Hang on, I gotta calm down, dog.
Yes. After a great deal of training and preparation with Goron, he smiles at you quite genuinely. You are a very adept learner. I am quite proud to have taught you what I know. I do hope you continue to seek out other culinary arts while you're here. You might be able to expand upon it further, something maybe even better than something I could prepare.
I'm very honored that you have decided to teach me, and I am very thankful that you're such a good teacher because you have made this very easy to grasp for me. And I hope that on our travels I will carry your dishes far and wide, and I will let people know that they can find the original.
I'm glad you would do such a thing. I don't get to train many people. Most people don't come in here asking to learn the culinary arts. They're more eager to sample them. But this has been a fun little experience. I wish you the best of luck in your journey, Aspen.
Thank you very much. And if you ever need anything, feel free to find me, get in contact. I owe you.
No, I think we're quite even.
Well, the offer stands.
If you do come through Dunyan again, though, you have to show me what you've learned. I want to be
Absolutely.
very eager to sample your experience throughout the beast world.
More than happily. I already have another little place to learn from in mind.
Oh? Where's that?
The mouse that was with me comes from a family of chefs.
Oh, there you go. Culinary arts are quite well appreciated in our area.
I mean, there is a lot of appreciation for good food in my homeland, but it seems to be more every day here.
Food is something everyone can enjoy. Rich or poor.
But let me tell you, there is a big difference between having breakfast here and, eating a little bit of rationed mammoth and a trek across the tundra. Anyway, I should let you get back to your loyal customers. I need to find the bookshop.
Good luck. Hopefully your friends haven't wandered off too far.
Oh, I'm sure I will find them around, and if not, the wagons tend to stand out a bit. Oh, say, you wouldn't know any cookery bookshops where I could learn about the compote that one of my companions was asking?
Here in Dungeon, don't usually visit many bookshops for cooking purposes, but I imagine you'll find them along the causeway. Not super uncommon.
Okay, thank you.
Safe travels, Aspen.
May you stay safe and may your restaurant do fantastic business. And with that, Aston will attempt to return to the group, wherever they may be.
Alright, so what's the group been up to for 6 hours while Aspen's been gone?
Definitely training.
Yeah.
Just
Can I get
trying to
more
kill each
training
other,
in?
yeah.
If this is a place of food, I'd probably see like a stand every 1 or 2 hours.
Just go around
and try out
sampling.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, Issa's definitely like getting samples of things here and there too.
Alright.
See what she can pick up herself along the way.
Oh. Yes, going about, just sampling various different stalls. The food all has a pretty similar consistency in terms of what it is that they bring to the table. The intensity of, like, various spices used in it kind of give you a varying degree of, heat from each individual stall. That seems to be a lot of the focus that is brought to these various restaurants. But the thing you seem to notice slightly lacking is that the focus seems to be more on the spices and less of the herbs, which might imply why many people seem to go more towards Koron's, because of how he incorporates his use of sweet herbs into his recipes.
Mhm.
The food here is, again, various degrees of spicy. So depending on your spice tolerance, some of it might be pretty mild, and some of it might be, oh god, I need water.
I feel like I would do it the way I do it with spicy food, where I find a place where I would test it and slowly go up until it's like, okay, that's a little much.
Charlotte probably thinks salt and pepper is spicy.
Oh, no, that's better.
Issa has seen it all. She's like, just fuck me up.
Not to miss an opportunity to rag on the man, but Samson would definitely think mayonnaise is spicy.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, okay. Universe B, yes. Universe A, he has like Cajun, like New Orleans kind of cooking. He can handle that.
Samson probably thinks water with ice is too cold for his teeth.
Samson doesn't use the sauce packets in his pot noodle because they're too much flavor.
God.
Stop bullying the skunk.
I'm his boss. I
Samson
get to
thinks
do what I
umami
want.
is a spice.
Jeez.
That's pretty good.
Brutal.
Wild. Alright.
Samson bullying will never die.
Yeah, just don't say that around Charlotte.
Yeah, the Samsung
Gonna
bullying will
run off.
never die until he dies.
Oh no.
Be careful.
I mean, I'm not going to stop.
Okay. So, eventually Aspen does return to the group and the wagons, looking rather proud of themselves at the moment.
Vanya's sort of hanging out from the side of the wagon. You know, the back door's sort of open. She's just kind of hanging out, blood rushing to her head because it's upside down. Oh, so you weren't eaten then?
Why would I have been eaten?
I don't know.
Okay, have you looked at Katarina?
Katarina's still sitting on her.
We seem to be making good friends. I appreciate that.
Little thumbs up.
Would I have been able to get enough ingredients from Korhan to make dinner for the group with one of his recipes?
Yeah, if you asked, he would have easily spared some for you.
Kebabs for dinner.
Kebabs. All right. So we're rolling into the late afternoon at this point, about 4 p.m. Anything in particular you'd like to do, or
Well, I
Yeah.
gotta go look for bookshops.
bookshop?
Bookshop.
Anyone else?
Sure, I'll come along.
Okay.
What was it that we were heading for the bookshop again?
I believe a recipe book.
Yeah, that's what Aspen wants.
I'm still trying out food like every 2 hours.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, Aspen. Is that you can help?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
So that's with advantage.
Advantage or separate rolls, up to you.
Let's do separate rolls. I trust Isette more than I trust my rolls. See?
19.
Okay. With the 19, going along the causeway, in Dunyan Valley, it is mostly eateries. Finding other assorted goods seems to be a more difficult task here in Dunyan. For example, you haven't seen a single blacksmith since you've rolled through. But you do eventually notice some more quainter shops that offer different things like silks, jewelries, and there is eventually coming to your attention a bookstore. It's a very, very small store. very, very rustic building built into the side of the causeway. Upon entering, you are greeted by a short, petite brethren woman who is rather somewhat young, but seems to be holding up on her own. And she looks over towards you both, who are towering over her because you are both giants. Hi, welcome in. Is there something I can help you find?
We were looking for cookbooks.
Looking for recipes. Those are quite popular here. Give me 1 second. She kind of shifts over towards one of the shelved areas and like squeezing through it. This is a very cramped space, by the way. All the bookshelves have been put as compactly into this building as they can possibly be.
Oh, I've been inside stores like that.
Love bookshelves like that.
You
Not just bookstores either.
she climbs up on a ladder and kind of slides a little bit further down, and is looking through a section and then stops a moment and looks back towards you. What kind of cookbooks or recipes specifically?
He said just gestures to Aspen.
In general, I am looking for all sorts of different things, but if you have specifically one that would contain compote, I am looking for that for a friend.
Got it. Alright. She slides a little bit further down the ladder, and is shifting through a couple of various, much smaller books, but pulls out one that is written in Greater Arnarian, and comes over and shows it to you, cycling through the various pages and the recipes, and surprisingly stops on a page listing that very recipe. It's written in Greater Arnarian, so you might need some help translating it, but it's impressive that she knew exactly where that was in this book, in this exact spot.
Aspen's just gonna go like stare at it for a minute and then like look up at the bookshelves. You really have this place very well categorized, don't you?
I more or less live here, so in my downtime I just kind of read the books. I know where everything is.
I'm actually quite impressed.
Well, my selection isn't as big as the libraries in Louvain, but I know where to find things.
Naturally.
Okay, well, I will be taking this book. I would like a few others, say 3 or 4. Look, I'm learning additional foods from outside of my homeland. If you have a few books you think would be particularly exotic foods compared to Aurea, then I would be very interested.
Give me 1 second. She climbs back up the ladder quite quickly, stopping at various points and pulls a few more books off the shelves, before sliding back down and handing them over to you. They're roughly similar size as the one she initially handed to you, but once again, they're all very much written in Greater Arnarian, but have various different recipes. The one she initially handed to you is based a bit more on like desserts and such. Other ones are based more on spices and various what's the word I'm looking for? I guess grilling varieties. And then there's one that is more of a vegetarian set of recipes.
Are they all in Greater Arnarian?
Yes, they're all in Greater Arnarian.
Okay.
Very traditional here.
Aspen's just gonna turn to her set and just. I don't think I can do the cheeky thing. She seems very nice, very pleasant.
But yeah, these should be what you're looking for, if you want to purchase them. That is.
This certainly looks like a good selection. I don't read good on Nerian, so I'm going to have a friend translate, but they'll have to take your word that they are the right sort of thing.
I'm never wrong, so.
I'm assuming, as with a lot of recipe books, there's like little pictures and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Confident.
You could make like a insight check on her.
Aspen's not going to insight check. Aspen
I will absolutely
straight
do
up
that, and I
believes.
only get a 12.
Yeah, she seems rather confident. She's also kind of young. You'd probably guess she's probably like 14, 15.
Oh, damn, that's a kid. I thought she was like in her early 20s.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair play. You have been very helpful. What would I owe you for the books?
Well, you know exactly what you were looking for, and you're clearly not from around here, but you're very nice. So, 2 silver apiece, 8 total.
Over table, just so I remember. It's 10 silver, that's 1 gold, right?
Correct.
Yes, okay. Round it up.
You offer the full gold piece instead. She smiles.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
A little extra for being so incredibly helpful and efficient.
I might close up early tonight and go out to eat.
If you do, you should go over to Korhan's place. It's very good.
I love Goro Goro.
It's my
I've been learning to
favorite
cook
place on
there all
the
day.
Citadel.
What was that, Jade?
It's my favorite place on the Citadel.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
And with that,
Lisa just bows as she likewise leave, yeah.
thank you for your company, by the way. I said,
No problem. Figured I had to make up for that fracas earlier somehow.
no, it's a very unfamiliar place. Having someone along with me is very helpful. Stops me from making a fool of myself.
I'll admit I haven't been here in a very long time myself, but I suppose I know my social graces.
I assume we'll head back to the wagons then.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The only shopping I can think of doing is we can also just as easily do in Farsoro, so
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Iset and Aspen, you eventually rejoin with the wagons. Anything else anyone would like to do while still in Dunyan Valley?
Nothing I can...
Trey?
Oh, other than that.
You guys already trained today, remember?
yeah, we already
Yes,
did that in the
same
morning.
day.
That was today?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like we've been here for
Uh-huh.
ages.
All right. What's
Good
playing?
boys. Moving on.
I want
Gotta
to
get
see if I
moving
can
at some
get
point.
drunk,
Oh, cool.
but I can do that on my own.
Vegas crying while emptying like a whole spirits bottle. It's not working.
That's tough. It's tough being him.
Having the Captain America alcohol tolerance level.
Manages to break even, he said, under the table.
Vegas. I don't think Vegas would struggle to drink anyone of the party under the table because of that fucking.
Yeah,
that
no.
monkey
Kind
lasso.
feature.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, unless there's anything anyone else needs to do here, I think moving on is the best bet now.
Alrighty.
The whole gang is getting Goro kebabs for dinner.
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's see. Doing math in my head. Yeah. So after that distance of travel, you make quite because you haven't really moved that much from Dungeon Valley until later into the afternoon. You were able to go a little bit further along the causeway, and eventually stop for the night around midnight at this point. And yeah, you're more or less just in the middle of the causeway between Dunyan and Farsaro, but now that you've cleared the jungle, you can see in the distance not only the coastline, but also the vast shield city that is Farsaro. It is quite bright, even at night.
Bars.
Alright. And you also enjoy your kebabs, handmade by Aspen, for dinner.
Yay.
Maybe.
And let's see here.
Aspen's definitely verging on smug with those, by the way.
So it'd be a real dick move for Vanya to be like, "Yeah, that's better."
Yeah, that would hit them like an emotional brick.
Watch their heart shatter in real time.
Yeah.
Alright. You're about a day and a quarter away from Farsaro.
Oh my god.
So you're very close, but you will have to complete another full day's travel and then a little bit of travel in the morning.
Jeez.
One more night.
Alright.
During these trips, I suppose, if I'm able to cheekily ask to get more rolls in for training on the way there, I would appreciate.
Alright. If we have nothing to discuss for this particular night, we can roll over to the next day.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that plan for the next day when we're right outside the city.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright. So, wake up the next morning and begin some training. Go ahead and give me your rolls.
Yes!
Woo!
Even with the +4, that wouldn't be enough.
Oh shit, that's a good shadow pull.
Natural 20 from Vanya.
It's been, what, two
So
more
close.
nights? Iggy now has voiceless speech.
Am I allowed to start training my next ability?
What is your next ability? I don't think
It was Tavern Brawler.
Ah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go through these. Let's see. Success. First roll regardless. Iggy just barely fails. Okay. You said Tavern Brawler, huh?
Yeah. DM'd you about it last session.
See. Let's see here. Vegas real quick. Okay. I imagine, since Vegas is still training with you for their medium armor master stuff, we will have you continue some training with them. This time you are going to be basically making an unarmed strike. Your goal is to meet Vegas's AC, so that will be your DC, which is 16.
Okay.
Not much harder than.
Not-
I think
not-
it was the same, right?
Yeah, DC was 15 for most training.
Ah, okay. So not much bigger.
Yeah. That's fair. Aspen just kind of egging Vegas into a bit of a scuffle.
And I don't know how you've added the Chef Sentinel stuff, but if you want to add the medium armor master, I'll put in a tally count for it.
You did that on me.
I did that? I don't know how
Yep.
I did that.
That was on the old sheets.
Ah.
To do that, you need to hit the spanner in the top left where it says, then it says edit, and then I think you can add new favorites that way. I don't know actually how to make new favorites though. I think you have to make a resource bar or something, like a feature
Gotcha.
or something for it to copy out of. But I don't know how to do that.
Alright. I will just be doing what I've been doing with everyone else and just putting it into the bio section because that seems easier.
Yep, no
Go-
complaints.
Go ahead and give me your roll. Very,
Good.
very solid start.
Not the face.
Not the face. Okay, dick punch.
Twist his dick.
Alright.
I'd like to use this man's PP as an improvised weapon.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
I sat us down this path, I'm sorry. The demons took over.
Just a horrified shriek.
Oh, there goes the cringe comment icon of the bingo.
Okay. I think that was everyone's training for the day. Yep. Okay. So, continuing the travel along Causeway.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
All right. Can I get perception checks from the party?
Yippee!
Not 20.
I feel asleep.
Okay. Alrighty. With a 30 and a 25, as you are getting closer and closer to the vast city of Farsaro, you do see quite a large number of, like, merchants moving through.
Is typical? Or...
Pretty typical. A lot of them are coming from Lantern Bay, where they're getting imports in from Vinyo. So,
Right.
they'll eventually connect up to the causeway here, and then head into Farsaro to disperse their merchandise before possibly moving on, if they're not heading directly up the causeway themselves. What catches Set and Vanya's eyes are a particular convoy that seems to be more well-armed than your typical merchants. You see what looks to be very, very familiar-looking silver-armored individuals with a lot of draconic nature to them.
Iggy's family, got it.
Quietly stuffing Iggy inside the wagon.
Based on the direction they're heading, they are going to Farsaro.
Boy.
That was to be expected.
Shame we don't have Iggy with us tonight, but there'll be plenty for them to resolve later.
That feels like a threat.
I promise.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Alright. Well, if there's no immediate acting upon said information, the convoy will eventually continue on out of sight towards the city.
I don't think there's much we can do right now, honestly. Like,
Fair enough.
It's not really. Staying out of their hair seems to be the safest move right now, yeah.
We could start
Yeah.
a fight.
Staying out of their hair right now seems to be the smartest idea.
starting a
Say
fight
it's
would be
an
the
option.
stupidest option we could take right now.
But it is an option.
It is an option.
It's the perfect Aspen option.
So is jumping off the causeway.
Alright. Well, the great city of Farsaro lies just within sight. You have one more night of rest before you arrive. Any last sets of preparation before your final slumber?
Rehearse plans with Charlotte, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we were planning this, and Charlotte is just nervously outside the wagon.
A moment to talk in private.
I was waiting for you.
Tonight is the night.
So, we probably need to plan this out. You are going to him.
I
tonight.
am. Yes.
At the same time, as soon as we get to Farsaro, I'm going to need transport through to Kingsfang
Yes.
to talk to Veronica.
We can do that together if need be.
What about the others?
I don't
rather,
know.
I'd rather not hide it with them, but
We can bring up our plans to them to visit Veronica at least. Think I don't think anything good will come if I just divulge who I'm going to be talking to right away.
we're already. I shouldn't be doing this, but I still trust you.
I'll admit this is a last hurrah before I'm out of options myself, Charlotte. Like, it's do or die for me at least. I can only hope you can forgive me the intrusion for what I'm about to tell him.
What are you going to tell him?
About the threats the Superior made to someone we both deeply care about.
All right.
From there, if he is at all amenable to it, we'll have to plan some way to deal with that.
Word of advice, don't give him anything more. If he cares about Veronica, he'll take this priority.
I'm well aware.
But I am worried that he's going to ask for something out of you.
He almost certainly will. For what it's worth, I'm not willing to risk the safety of any of you all either.
If he asks for something, you will tell me what it is, and then we will consider our options from there.
I'm afraid we probably won't have the opportunity to discuss together after the fact, but I'll at least make sure there won't be any unacceptable collateral damage.
If I'm going this far with you, you can't hide anything from me.
I won't.
Good luck.
Just, I suppose, in the worst case scenario, when I wake up, ask me to cast Enhance ability on you and then cast a spell magic on me.
All right.
Just as a contingency plan.
Charlotte is not going to bed yet. Like tonight, she is staying up anticipating anything. This has her nerves are racked. Like this is just wait.
Yeah, no, Isad's just kind of thinking to herself, like, I am fucking insane for doing this, but also it's my only option. That said, however, yeah, she's gonna go to bed, do her little ritual, and sneak into Treyarch's dreams.
All right. We will see how that goes after a break.
Excellent. I needed an opportunity to make it break to calm my nerves. Fuck.
Lamau.
Wait, did we get to press the long rest button yet?
No.
Okay.
Never
I was gonna say.
again.
Oh no.
Oh.
Vegas can never again do a long rest.
Oh, you brought a curse upon my wagon. How fucking dare you?
Vegas has insomnia.
I will be right back.
I'll be right back
everything-
as well.
Everything bodily that can go wrong with me tonight is, and I hate everything.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi, folks. It's me. Tomorrow, Jade will be running another session of her Dungeon Pursuits game that Gal, me, and a couple of others are in.
I never said I was in that game.
Oh
I
no,
don't know
I
you.
outed you. Who am I? But that will be in the server, the Beast World server, tomorrow. I hope you don't pick up my dog snoring on the mic. You have anything to say? Good talk.
Yo.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's a pug
pug.
right there. Yeah.
She is just snoozing. I don't know. It's not really announced that we're going to be playing Abiotic Factor at some point in the week, and that's going to be fun. Thank you very much, Gal, for getting the server set up and all the hassle.
Yep. Shout out to the 6 other people I'm playing with, I guess. It's gonna be
Yay! I've been
fun.
waiting for this forever. I've only played the initial release when, like, whatever was in that, and we got to the end of it, and then I just waited for 1.0.
Hi, folks. Did you know that it's currently nearing the end of Werewolfapalooza, the special event celebrating the first anniversary month of my girlfriend's webcomic Moonchaser? You can
You should
find it
read
right
it.
now on Comic Fury, and there are bonus pages being released every week, alongside the normal pages, which are always uploaded Wednesday at noon Eastern. Please come watch the story unfold as we get into the meat and potatoes of chapter 3. It's very exciting.
I love werewolves.
Correct. You do. You agree. You're going to read it now.
But I'm in a game!
Ah!
We're never going to get sponsors, but it's the thought that counts.
What if we didn't try to fill empty
I
airtime?
sponsor myself, dang it.
I don't know. Maybe if I run out of things to do, maybe next week. I also can't have coffee tonight or my heart will explode. Oh, she is really snoring. I've also been running a triangle agency of some friends. Finally glad to start it. It takes a bit, like understanding the structure of it and like having players understand like what they do as the gameplay. And then it starts rolling. Wire is apparently also in a triangle agency game, apparently.
Hi, Wire.
Wire's not here.
You never know.
Wire just standing in someone's room, like listening in.
I return.
Hi.
Ceiling wire.
Oh, we were talking about Wire.
Yeah, that's why I said ceiling wire.
Different thing.
No, like ceiling cat, but wire.
Ah, right. That old meme that only old people like me know.
Yes, old like you,
Got him.
and not old like me at all.
And no one else, yeah.
Nobody else has ever been 30.
Rapidly
Ever.
ages to dust.
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And you just like keep aging.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
The song that makes you old.
Fuck.
I return.
Hi.
So about using Vegas's PP as an improvised weapon.
Ah!
Why are you objectifying me like that?
I'm back.
What went through my mind with that though is just the Tom and Jerry screams.
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Why Vegas?
No, like, cause clearly I'm the biggest in the group, but like, yeah, you know, it's funny to think
You know
about.
the TikTok of that one guy who gets plucked like a mushroom?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're fucking talking about.
What the fuck? Oh no.
Fuck.
The ski's going into the void.
It's like,
Don't
there's
worry
the-
about it.
There's the ones where it's like a guy that's amputated at their wrist is like pointing his sup around, and there's a guy stitching that to the left with his shirt off, and it looks like his dick. Those are fucking
What
great.
the fuck?
That's
Have you not seen those?
yeah, no.
Good lord, dude.
It's
you're
so
fucking-
bad.
Your For You page is calling you out right now.
Yeah.
As to why Vegas, it's because Vegas is who I'm training with.
But like, I'm fucking weak.
Jesus Christ.
And Mini Law Drop, as far as biggest in the party goes, not going to get any arguments from Aspen.
Behave.
That clip of the guy doing the front flip or the back flip on the news and failing. I'm watching that right now.
So good.
Oh my god, he makes such a he makes such a funny fucking noise.
Wait,
That never
is
happens.
it up there with the little kid going go and then
No,
go,
but it's good. It's fucking loud. It's impactful, and he like spreads out as he lands like a cartoon.
just fucking dead.
This is TV, baby.
How
What
well
you
is
didn't
acting up.
hear is the horrifying crunch as he lands on his neck.
Oh god.
We're gonna make an edit of this. You know those like dramatic foreshadowing edits where they just like play the end result at the beginning of the video in like a frame?
They like
Yep.
repeat
This
it a
would be
few
great
times.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking. I saw that the burn after reading scene of the claws and it fucking killed me.
Or the kid falling out of bed from the top bunk and just getting slammed into the ground over and over again.
Chad, did you know that loud noise funny?
Loud noise
Oh,
is
God.
funny.
Loud noise
Yeah,
cut
that's
off
why-
early.
That's why Puppet Combo is the funniest thing ever. It's too goddamn loud.
Has Puppet Combo made a game recently?
I don't know. Actually, it reminds me of a video that I can't post because it's too fucking loud.
That's tough.
But I
Sorry,
want to
YouTube.
talk about it here because it's related to something today.
Oh no.
Alright. Well, you can tell the class later.
So I had my first experience with Peak the other day, and my gaslighting didn't get anybody killed, and I feel like I failed you, Gal.
Yeah, that's tough. There's a video. I have a clip of me from my friend's perspective shoving a friend into one of the explosive things that launches you.
Oh no.
Yeah, the
Uh,
orange like mushroom things.
Yeah. And like it was as he was reaching to help said friend up. So I launched them both off the mountain and then I lied about it.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't
Sure.
me. Oh god, hold on, I'll find the clip. I think I got it here. Hold on.
It's beam.
I will say that I think the best part of that game is just the sheer absurdity of some of the falls that happen. Because I don't think I've seen a character bounce quite as high as they do when they fucking land from a long fall in that game as I have in that one. Just watching someone bounce back up almost as far as they fell, and then they go fucking further down because they bounce off the ledge.
I think my favorite thing about Peak is when you overestimate the amount of stamina you have, and then like or, you know a
It just
climber.
becomes a slow crawling death.
Well, no, not even like I'm like, oh, I can catch this, and then I just like have to look at my friends sadly as I suddenly like skid to a halt and like slowly blink at them as I fucking tumble off the wall and die. It's like it's like you get to fucking watch your friends watch you reap what you sow in real time.
Just watch you slowly fall. They can't get
I
to you
just-
in time to grab you.
I just close my eyes like the dog meme, where I'm just like, yeah, that's my time, and I fucking let go
Hallelujah
of the
playing in the
wall.
background.
Yeah, it's bad. I love climb.
I have taken a break from Peak, but I wanted to do the Ascent difficulties.
Keep.
I still need to actually play the game.
Oh, I'll help you through that.
Let's hop on it after the game tonight, Vera. I'll be awake.
Depending on how this goes, I may not have the energy for that.
Yeah, Peak is like an hour average to play
Keeps.
through.
Longer than that. The speedruns are hitting like 2 hours.
I mean,
Huh?
the speedrun achievement is an hour.
Yeah. Oh, really? Huh.
Yep.
I heard the speedruns are hitting like 2 hours. Okay.
No, the
last
speedrun times are like 20 minutes.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Shit.
People finding some crazy climbing tech.
Honestly, they just go. They just start
They just
climbing and they don't stop. Like
My best one is like an hour
they
15.
figure because there's 14 set seeds. They just pick the one they're familiar with and they figure out a path and then they just run and they just don't stop. Like they run with like no stamina most of the time.
Well, 19 minutes and 59 seconds is apparently the world record at the moment,
Jeez.
which is
That's fucked up.
crazy. No, sorry, lied. 17 minutes 44 seconds set today.
Meanwhile, there's us taking like 4 hours and being complete clowns about it the entire time.
That's the best bit.
Yep.
Throwing the fucking frisbee at the back of someone's head and watching them fall off the
Jonathan
ivy.
Frisbee. You if you've seen the TikTok where that comes from, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They added the Jonathan on the bottom side of the frisbee because of him. So I've heard. I could have been lied to again, though. I was doing that to people. When I was dead, to just leave them behind. Jump.
Oh yeah, that's what like Gowan Priest would do, is to tell me to kill myself. Hi YouTube.
Oh
I
yeah,
would-
no, fucking Norman got stuck, and I was like, Norman, quick, use the rope to hang yourself, or some dumb shit like that.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Good lord!
Sorry, I'm mean.
Jesus.
I would
Flagged.
float up to people's faces so they couldn't see past
The
me.
the ghost thing is so fucking funny because
Yeah.
you can scroll in and out and go woo woo.
The Doppler
Fucking
effect
annoying.
going on.
It's so annoying.
Okay.
Just
Before we take the peak conversation any further.
eh.
All right.
Oh
So-
boy.
So, Iset, you are casting the dream spell and targeting Trade Lord Treyarch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quick question for Charlotte. Are you going to sleep yet, or are you waiting for Iset to potentially do this?
I'm staying up.
Okay.
Like all night?
Until you wake up.
All right. All right. Iset, you pull yourself into the dreaming and search specifically for the Trade Lord. You find yourself in a strange but semi-familiar location. When you look around, you see the darkness of the void in just all directions. You are standing on nothing, but it gives off the sensation of, like, water. It is a weird null state that you are somewhat familiar with in the dreaming. It's usually in the absence of dreams.
Oh.
You take a moment to look around, and it doesn't take you too long till you notice the only other thing within this dream, or lack thereof, is the familiar Servine figure, large and imposing as he is, about 60 feet away from you.
Does he see me?
He does not react.
Approach, I guess.
Alright. You get closer and closer. You realize his back is facing to you. He is currently standing upright, arms at the side. And as you approach closer to him and stand just beside him, getting a sense of scale of how large he is up close,
Mm-hmm.
you glance towards his face, his metal mask obscuring most of his features, save for his golden eyes, which are staring forward.
What is he looking at?
Nothing. There's nothing else here.
God, I did not expect this of all fucking possible outcomes. Man, Trade Lord, please pardon me this unwelcome intrusion, but I believe we need to talk.
There's a very long silence. And you don't get a response.
Very strange.
He's still staring ahead.
Get in front of him, I guess.
You move around to face him directly. And because of his height difference, he just stares directly over you. Doesn't even seem to acknowledge your presence. There's definitely something not quite right here.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know if you're even hearing this, but if you'll simply wake up with these memories, despite seemingly standing in front of me in stasis, but someone we both dearly love is in danger, and the fire is coming from inside your house. I have received credible threats from the one who calls himself the Superior that they plan to disappear her. They plan to disappear Veronica Taylor at the slightest provocation. Consulting, fuck, what was it called again? Consulting a deck of oracles about this has only further confirmed such suspicions. Please just say anything.
Despite addressing them directly, they continue to just stare off in the distance. It's very abnormal behavior.
Yeah.
Even when beasts dream and there's not really, even in an absence of dream, you would at least get some kind of response from somebody. This is a strange state of being. It's like they're dormant.
Fuck it, reach out and touch Faith. She's going to like lay her hand on his arm, see if anything happens. Try to like gently control the dream. Alter the environment.
All right. What do you change the environment to?
Shit. I suppose her home in Port Estrega. The living room specifically.
All right. You begin to take hold of the dream, shaping it as you do. The more familiar, comforting nature of your home away from home in Port Strega begins to manifest from the darkness around. You hear the familiar sounds of the sea just outside,
Mm-hmm.
and a comforting, soothing rain beating against the windows. Treyarch continues to stand there, facing the same direction that they were before, seemingly having no reaction to the shift in the nature of the dream.
No reaction to her literally touching him either, I take it.
No.
Fuck. Again, I hate to be a bringer of bad news, but if any of this comes through, if this message is received in any way whatsoever, please reach out to me at your convenience if I may ask a favor in any way, shape, or form. That is all. And she will like shape the dream to essentially like conjure like I guess like a cup of tea for him to have and like a small snack on the side, but then like she's gonna bow back out because there doesn't seem to be anything left for her to do here.
All right. You
I don't
exit-
have anything that could like magically snap him out of this.
You exit the dream through the front door, looking back towards Treyarch in his very peculiar state. It's strange to see him this way. With
I
all
guess
his...
before she does leave, she also just like grab and like make a note, like just relaying all that information to him. Like, should he like snap out of it later or something? Like, read it,
Okay,
signed with her name. But yeah,
got it. Yes, for all his size and power, this is not what at all you were expecting to see.
no, not in the slightest.
You pull from the dreaming, awakened with a bit more questions than you had initially expected.
I expected answers and only got more questions in return.
We go the Destiny route here, and only ask questions, no answers. Yeah, I knew of this outcome for some time now, so you'll have to figure this
Yeah,
out
you
on your own.
you had this pre-planned. I think I can guess why this is going on, but or at least who's responsible for this. But
I can't believe Treyarch doesn't dream.
Never sleeps.
He's got aphantasia, guys. Be nice.
Aw.
All right, so you awaken.
Charlotte presumably hovering over my bed.
Yeah, about 20 minutes or so has gone by.
For the sake of privacy, I will cast Sending, so we talk in brain.
I don't think that'll be necessary, but
Oh, trying to be quiet as possible. Oh, right, we have that void speech thing, don't we? Or did neither? I forgot.
a
the
voiceless
word.
speech is only useful for like
That is
understanding
for
what Vanya is saying
correct.
with her
Understanding
face. Yeah, we can't use it between ourselves.
You both have the most
do.
gigantic ears known to beasts. you can just
We
whisper
can
the
just
quietest
whisper.
possible. Yeah.
I am not taking a fucking risk. I'm sending.
Bizarre.
It would be my message first, then your reply.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Tell
burn through
me
spell
everything.
slots.
Tell me everything. I'm counting them right now. If I need to cast the spell, I can. 25 words or less, please.
Yeah, sum up
This-
your dream in 25 words or less.
Bizarrely, he was just standing there in the void, completely motionless, staring through me, everything. Even try to take it into a more comfortable environment, but
That's past
Nothing.
25.
really, I was counting them as active though. I thought I was
Oh,
I thought I was
thank you.
24.
Thank you. It was like either 25 or so. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Duo. I thought so too. Nakasen, the spending spell, just going to nod and go to bed.
Time to sleep, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Anything else anyone else is doing before bed? That sounds like a no.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Not high.
All right. Charlotte.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's why I asked you if you were going to sleep or not. Alright. You awaken in the space that you haven't been in for a moment. That you remember many, many months ago. You find yourself, once again, in that endless white desert. And you see, faintly in the distance, a brown-cloaked figure moving your direction.
Remaining calm, I will make my way towards them and try to get a read of any features on this figure.
They continue marching onwards towards you. They are, for the most part, obscured by the brown cloak that they're wearing, which is pretty tattered in various different states. As they begin to draw near, how tall is Charlotte again?
Of course, I don't have my page open. Bio. Scroll
4
up.
foot something, if I recall.
It's like I have it in another sheet. I am sorry. She's like 4'6", 4'7", 4'8", like that kind of ballpark.
Okay. So, this figure begins to get closer and closer, and you notice the height difference between you both. They're standing about 2 feet taller than you.
Oh.
They are somewhat imposing, but as they get closer to you, they don't have any sense of threat to them. But they do stop suddenly, as if they only just now noticed you for some reason, despite walking this way. And they very much are looking towards you now.
I raise my hand. Hello there. Have we met before?
There's a hesitation. And they pull back the hood on their cloak. And you see a strange silver-ish helmet with a reddish-like visor to it. And they look towards you, and they weirdly look familiar, and in a very hushed tone, "This isn't your dream. How are you here?"
I don't know.
You need to wake up right now.
Can I recognize this figure from the dungeon?
You do. You are looking at what you believe to be the Traveler.
You're the Traveler.
There's no time for questions. You need to wake up now. Your dreams are overlapping with another.
Who? Yours?
The figure moves towards you in a much more quick manner, essentially grabbing your arm, and you just hear them shouting, "Wake up!" And you feel yourself being ejected immediately awake.
Just gonna jump out of bed and start looking around.
Everything seems calm. Same
It's
way
in the,
you left it.
it's in the Rocksteady, right?
No.
Believe so?
In the Rio.
Rio.
Damn.
Yep, I'm in Vegas's wagon.
Damn.
Yippee.
I'm gonna wake up Eset.
Mhm.
Alright.
What's going on?
Were you dreaming?
No. What's the matter, Charlotte?
I met the Traveler.
That figure we saw in the dungeon.
They said I was in someone else's dream. The dream was overlapping. Is that something that can happen?
If that's something that can happen that I know of.
The way you understand dreams, especially when it comes to shared dreams, is usually through spells, like the dream spell or daisy walking. Overlapping, it would be one way to describe those, but in that sort of manner of having a shared dream, they are not dangerous in any way. Not inherently, anyways. The sense of urgency and the description that was given is unusual. As if they were like experiencing someone else's dream entirely.
I mean, people's dreams overlap in a way, I suppose, when people either cast a dream spell or daisy walk, but I haven't heard of that just happening of its own.
So someone I can't enter other people's dreams. I didn't cast anything. Maybe
Strange.
I think someone was in my dream. Someone else.
Are they perhaps trying to get in touch with you somehow?
I don't know because the Traveler wasn't expecting me.
Bizarre.
Unless the Superior has been watching my dreams. I need to tell Svek.
Yes, we should. What's this dream like exactly?
I was in a desert of white sand. I dreamed of it before, but I thought it was just one of those, when there's a dream that just doesn't make sense and you just wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a figure cloaked and tried talking to them and just woke up. Saw the figure again, and it was the Traveler. Told me that I need to wake up, but I told them I knew who they were. I don't know, I just wanted answers. Like, I didn't see a threat. I didn't see anyone else. The dream wasn't acting up. But then they grabbed me, told to wake up, and I did.
If I had to
So-
guess, they knew something about that dream. You didn't, but what's
Does
more
that
worrying,
mean the
you ended up
Travelers-
there completely by accident.
Wait.
Go on.
So, was the traveler trying to daisy walk to me? No, it didn't seem like they knew.
They seemed very surprised to see you there.
Yeah, and I didn't do that.
Very
Is it
strange.
Can a jackal or a daisy walker go through like multiple dreamers?
If they've honed that craft particularly well, then yes, but that's uncommon to say the least.
Then why me and why the traveler?
Especially like flinging someone else into someone's dreams. That is, as far as I'm aware, unheard of.
I need to do some research on. I don't know. It wasn't exactly a frightening dream. It just didn't make sense of. Was I in a dream? Did they enter my dream? Was I in someone else's dream? I don't know. I think I'm going to
If they
bed.
were trying to warn you to wake up and you ended up there completely by accident, there may be a real chance you both ended up in someone else's dream entirely. Who that may be, I couldn't possibly tell you. Regardless, we should probably just sleep on it and see what we do.
Nothing could be done tonight.
No.
I'm going back to bed.
All right. You return to your bed, feeling a little strange, but otherwise are able to rest without any further incidents. You may go ahead and benefit from said long rest.
I already pushed the button, but yeah.
Alright. So, you all awaken. Barcero is about an hour's travel away. You are very close now. Anything you would like to do before arriving at the vast Shield City, the capital of Arnaria?
So
Keeping
I'm
secrets,
gonna.
understood.
See, I need like help, like out of character, in character, because my notes are scrambled. It has been weeks, and I need to know the who and what. Because I don't want to. Because right now, I'm walking on the line here.
Ask me what you need to know.
Did Issa ever talk about meeting Veronica to the other party members?
Nope.
She has
Oh,
not.
this is hard.
They're gonna have to break that news.
Pissed off
How you
mouse
do it is up to
incoming.
you. Yeah, we have to talk about a plan because I figure out why we're going to Kingsfang. Okay, yeah. Very quickly, gonna have to talk to Iset about this. So, Iset, I don't want to sneak off to Kingsfang,
I know.
so we need to tell the others that you've been daisy walking, or at least know that Veronica is in Kingsfang.
Yes. They're not going to be happy, but they'll have to live with it.
How much you tell is up to you. So, yeah, that's gonna be a conversation for breakfast. Speaking of, what is for breakfast?
Aspen.
Hmm.
We'll never know.
Let's do like eggs, bacon for those that partake, and like urban potato patties. Use some of the local herbs and spices. Kind of make a bit like Jade. What are they called?
I have no idea. What are they called?
Those things that you love.
Hash browns?
Yeah, a bit like hash browns, but like more potato content.
But hash browns are like only potato.
Hash browns usually have onion in them.
Yeah, onion and potato.
Yum.
Yeah, so just like a bit of potato, cooked, broken down, add some herbs and spices and salt and fried.
Alrighty. So, breakfast is served. Everyone's gathered around, preparing for the last leg of the journey to Farsuro.
Did we hit the long rest button yet? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oopsie. That would have been embarrassing.
It's not like
Did you
somebody's
take-
made that mistake before.
Never.
Yeah, never.
Looking at Viola. It's fine, you didn't die.
It was very close.
It was no, it was scary.
All right, Charlotte's gonna be one to break the news. I keep forgetting the word. The junction, thank you. So, I'm going to need to take the junction to Fort Kingsfang once we get to Farsoro.
As am I.
Iset has been daisy walking with Veronica, and she is held there. And she may know something about my family.
I feel like there is probably more discussion to have here.
That is up to Iset.
Well, it seems like she's made up her mind.
It's kind of important, yes.
Important enough to drop on us at the last minute.
Actually, yes.
Wait, so if you have been talking to her, why do you need to go there to get this information? Can't you just ask her next time?
I would. If I
You might,
didn't get harassed by the Superior again. And
We
got
may
some
be-
actionable threats towards her safety.
Are we sure, given the custody she is in, that this would not cause more threats on her safety?
the Superior is a jackal and may be capable of things that I would not want to see happen.
How is going to see. I'm not against it happening, but how is this not gonna cause issues still?
Because it would have
What
to be-
makes you think that if he's watching these dreams or whatever, that he doesn't have people watching her physically? Because I'm going to be real with you, that'd be really stupid if she was just not watched, in person too. Just throwing that out there. If you're trying to keep somebody away from somebody else, you watch them as best you can, in every way you can, no?
And if the intention is to break her out, then you're just increasing
We're
the
not
number of
breaking her
people.
We're
out.
not breaking her out. We just need to talk.
Mm,
And these
then
threats you think are a legitimate problem, obviously. Which, I mean, take any threat.
I am not
seriously.
about to argue with the god of knowledge, Vanya.
No, you don't get what I'm trying to say. My point being is that if you go there in person, you are still breaking this rule that you've been given, no? Just because you're not going to her in a dream doesn't mean this isn't breaking that rule. You are still putting her in danger by doing this.
Vanya's right.
It's almost like if we could have talked about this before, you wouldn't have gotten this far with a plan. But we gotta keep our secrets from everyone.
Yes, because I can't trust certain people not to freak out upon hearing the first bit of uncomfortable information. That's why.
I think the freak out is far more based on the secret than the information. But that is not important right now, I don't think. I do think Vanya has a good point. It is something we have to weigh up, the potential threat.
I honestly think that if he's watching her dreams, he's watching her in person.
It
I
would make
think
sense.
this is gonna put her in more danger. I think you're acting rashly. I understand why. If this was any one of my family, I'd probably
We
be
have a
doing
deck of
something
oracles
similar.
lying around right here. Why don't we consult that?
It doesn't always mean it will be good. Do you know how many people rely on fortunes expected to go well and something doesn't? I'm sorry, but Vanya's right. If the superior is this obsessed with making sure that you don't contact Veronica, he will use multiple venues.
On the other side of this, is it maybe a good idea to give Veronica the space that the superior is demanding right now, and instead we use time to hunt down the superior?
If we have a place to
You want to go toe to toe against a jackal who bragged to me personally that he hasn't been seen any consequences for his actions in the past 1,000 years.
You
Be
seem
my
hell bent
guest.
on.
It's your funeral.
You seem hell bent on ready to kill him.
I wonder when the last time that the Shadow Lord faced consequences was.
I'm not trying to start anything when I say this, but you're seeming to be hell-bent on going against active threats here. Ones that you believe are bad enough that you've stopped going through the dreams to see, but are willing to go in person and likely get more, I would say, violent consequences towards yourself.
You know,
really like
I've been pushed to the point of desperation that I was willing to contact Treyarch about it. And I tried.
Charlotte just puts her hands on her face.
Dude.
But the fact of the matter is, we didn't even get to have a conversation. Not because of the superior's interference either, at least not directly. The man was just standing there, staring into space, motionless, completely unresponsive.
That sounds very weird.
Agreed. But again, I don't see how this changes the fact that you going in person is still just as dangerous. That's all I'm saying. I
I
don't see
understand
how
the
you
urge to
can't
protect,
see
but
that. Exactly what Aspen is saying.
reflex needs to be met with.
Yes, let's just give up before we've even done anything.
We need more time, Eset. We need time. We may need to wait a while.
I don't want her to end up like that as well.
Is the Superior not working for Treyarch?
Apparently.
I mean, he
Then
showed up
why
at the
would
meeting
Treyarch
that
help?
Iggy and I crashed.
Who's to say this Superior is not trying to puppeteer everything from behind the scenes,
Doesn't really
using
change the
Treyarch
overall.
practically as a figurehead?
It doesn't change the overall problem that they are. In fact, it makes them more dangerous.
Yes, so we should just roll over and not do anything. I fucking hate you people.
Dude, come on.
Did we say that?
We need time.
You're misinterpreting the situation.
Rushing in is how we cause issues and how we get people hurt. That's what I've learned the hard way so far.
That all we are saying is that we should seriously think about this.
We need
Do
time.
you have any plan?
Not anymore.
I'm just shocked that you think that the only place that the watching is happening is only in the dreams. That's all I'm saying.
Full disclosure, Treyarch has a guard there. If anything happens to her, he will know sooner or later.
So he's gonna know the moment you show up.
We very much
Because
got
that
the
guard will-
impression that he has a vested interest in protecting her.
She is a knowledge base to whatever was happening there on that night, and probably knows a little bit more that she hasn't said, which, whatever. But I just think I think you're endangering not only yourself here, but Veronica.
This is just an idea, but if the need is to contact, could this maybe be done through like an unaffiliated intermediary?
I mean, I
Someone the
could just
Superior
keep
wouldn't know
sending,
is
but
involved in this?
I can change how I look. I can go talk to her, but I don't think that's what you want. Looking to assert.
Can we change how his set looks?
I can't, personally. I can make her invisible, but I don't think that's gonna help.
No.
Iggy will pipe up at this point. I've got a spell scroll that can disguise someone for an hour.
Oh, I did buy those a while ago now.
Seems like an option. How hard is it to see through the magic?
Any powerful dispelling magic or whatever is probably gonna get rid of it.
I imagine it's the sort of thing you would notice in the prison camp, though.
I'd imagine there'd be some sort of defenses there, but
No, I mean, if someone was casting detection magic on the camp, I imagine someone in the camp would notice that something was going on, no?
there could be some sort of like enchantment. I don't know how this works.
Based on what happened in the Mother God's place. It does seem like something that exists at least. Would be a gamble.
I feel like it is a gamble no matter how we approach it.
It is.
Every safeguard.
I feel like without knowing more about the Superior's plans and possible contingencies, we are operating on half the information to make a plan, making anything we do a gamble.
And we'll be bringing the attention of Treyarch or the Superior. And we may get stuck between them.
I mean, definitely the Superior.
And why is it that you need to be there now?
Well, I could just keep sending, I guess. Maybe that would have been worth my time when I was on the causeway instead of just planning one conversation face to face.
Safer, and granted, it might still piss the Superior off, but we don't know if he can hear or see the sending spells or whatever. I don't know. It feels like you're putting a lot on the line to potentially get nothing and potentially just get negatives from all this. That's all I'm saying.
There's already a lot on the line, and if I do nothing, I will get only negatives. That's the flip side of this.
Why do you
think I
need
may
to
have-
be there now? What are you losing?
Do I have to explain?
What happens if we wait to learn more?
Yes, what happens if
You
we wait to
haven't
learn
told us
more? Well,
anything else about this.
yes, because you people wouldn't fucking listen to me the first time around. Look, this figure is clearly trying to, like, patrol Veronica's dreams. Has already caused multiple nightmares of hers some of which I've pulled her out of. Which is almost certainly part of the reason why they're so mad at me in the first place.
Do you think it...
What they're trying to do is to break her like they broke Treyarch, is what I'm guessing.
Do you think Spear's been torturing Treyarch? Or doing something?
I don't think him staring off into space completely unresponsive came out of nowhere exactly. This isn't even how people who don't dream behave in the dreaming.
So,
Even then, there's still a response. There's not just nothing.
I'm gonna take it just a step back for a second. If the Superior is clearly doing something, doesn't want us involved, I think it's more than just torturing with nightmares. He's hiding something, he's looking for something, and does not want anyone else involved. I don't think this is just some sadist. I think he's looking for something.
Almost certainly, but what?
So how do you stop him?
Well, you would have to track him down.
Yes, assuming that we are able to get there and the Superior doesn't see us at any point along the way, what are you going to do to protect her by being in person? How does it change anything?
Other than pissing him off.
Provide emotional support, a reason to hang on, a reason not to give in to that type of control. Fortitude.
Assuming you going in person doesn't make him redouble all of this.
Maybe I should I think we should just stick it to sending messages. I know. I mean, I'd love to send letters, but that's not even safe. Sending would be the best thing I have. I know it's a little, and I know it's not much, and there may be days I may not be able to do it. But I can just do it anywhere.
I understand the desire to provide emotional support to try and help her, but I feel like if you do this, it is going to piss off the superior, he is going to strengthen his efforts, and he is potentially going to take much more drastic measures to avoid you being able to help her. It may be best at the moment to let him think that he is winning and let him get lax in his efforts and trust in Veronica's own strength of will.
We have to play from a distance.
I think you have to believe in her.
I think I'm tired of running for cover constantly. Done enough of that for the past 900 years.
So stop running for cover, run towards answers. Answers we can use to win, rather than just a flinched reaction.
We are essentially doing reconnaissance. If we go in blind, it could hurt more than just Veronica.
Together we can gather enough
We have
information
to learn.
to turn this fight to our side, our chances, our odds.
If we can
And-
learn what we are actually dealing with, we can learn the Superior's weaknesses. And I'd be much more comfortable rushing into a potentially confrontation sort of situation if we knew what we were getting into and we had a plan for if they tried to strike against us directly.
I want to be very clear. Veronica might not be my favorite person in the world, but I'm perfectly willing to help you help her. I just want us to have the advantage when we do choose to engage.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the exact attitude I ran away from when I ran from the Jackal Cities.
What is your plan? How are you going to help? Seriously, because you are running into danger for what we know.
We're not ignoring this. We have to plan this from a distance. If we can figure out what the Superior wants, what maybe contacts or allies of Superior, we can use that to...
What contacts? What allies? We know nothing about this man.
So you're just going to
We're-
run blindly into a situation where you're going to piss him off, knowing nothing about him, when we're going directly somewhere where we know there is an entire organization of people that are working against the Ferals in general. That's the whole part of the whole reason we're out here, where we can ask for help. You've
I'm gonna-
still yet to tell us what your actual plan is, because yes, going to provide emotional comfort, that's important. I get that. But what else? Because right now, you're walking into a situation where you've been told, don't go near her in the dreaming, which I would assume applies to don't go near her in person, or I will do X. Which, let's be real, you don't want whatever X is to happen.
Your plan is to support her right now, but you have no plan for retaliation. And for everything we know he has said, he will retaliate.
We have to play this quietly.
Fine, you people win.
No,
This
it-
wasn't about
I'll go ahead and
winning.
sit around and do nothing with my life again.
This isn't winning or losing, and it's not you people. We are a group, and we are trying to help you.
Again, what
Which is
your
why you
plan?
cut me down at every possible opportunity.
What
sure.
is your plan? Tell us. Since
I'm out
you're
of
so
fucking
confident,
options, Ryan, in case that wasn't obvious already.
So
I
why are you
have-
getting on us like? No. Why are you getting on us like this? Because this isn't us. This isn't our fault. I want to remind you about that.
We cannot be cutting you down when you're giving us absolutely nothing.
It is a simple question. If you go there, and the Superior sees you, what will you do next?
Again, I have already admitted defeat. You win. Stop arguing against me, for fuck's sakes. Will not go.
Think carefully about how you want to answer that question, and when you have an answer, we can talk about this again.
Nobody is trying to defeat you, and nobody is trying to win. It's just if we are going to help, we want to actually be helpful, not make things worse. You need to look past your immediate emotional reaction to this and genuinely think about the situation.
And we're all in this. We should all discuss options, but it will take time to understand. And
These conversations could have happened a lot sooner if people were way more transparent with this shit. There's a reason I said we should be.
And now we can all be looking for a plan together, helping you.
I hope you can understand that I had no reason to assume previously that you were willing to help me given your previous reactions.
I think most of us stated we do actually want to help you previously, the last time something like this happened.
I'm afraid actions speak louder than words.
Your actions have been saying a lot. If you would like our actions to speak, then maybe give us the information to act.
Very well, I suppose.
Is there anything else that's been sitting in the wings, not being talked about?
Yeah, better to rip the bandage off now.
the reason I wanted to just go to Veronica was she knows my family. And that's the closest I have to anything other than my supposedly deadbeat stepdad. And realizing that may not be worth the risks, that I'm better off sending. So I'm going to stick to a sending plan instead.
This is an overall shit situation. Let's all agree on that much. But until we run into the people that can help us, we're kind of in the air. Wasn't there mentions
sure
of some Brotherhood woman out in the dunes?
There are, and
Hey, Tessa, yes.
if the Brotherhood are fighting the Ferals, they would have to know who the Superior is. Someone has
Exactly.
to. We barely know the Superior, and that's our best chance of finding someone who does understand him.
We barely know any of them. Any of them.
And who would know more than those that are fighting them.
An organized resistance should have reasonable intelligence gathering.
Is that everything? From anyone? She's gonna look at everybody.
I'm good right now.
I mean this in the most genuine way possible. Would you like a hug? Do you need a hug? I know this is a lot.
Quite frankly, I want to die, but I'm not one for taking easy ways out.
You could just say yeah.
Hearing that, Aspen is gonna move in for the hug.
God, that's
She,
a lot of
she
it.
doesn't really move into it or out of it. She's just totally ambivalent right now, just letting the world wash over her.
It is, for what it's worth, a very genuine and heartfelt hug.
So, this doesn't really change our travel plans any, does it?
I mean, the dungeon we are heading towards is in the dunes. Supposedly, luck would have it, apparently close to where she is. So, two birds with one stone? But first, Fossero, the Sakis, and then out into the dunes, where we can get eaten by, I think it was giant worms that we were warned about.
Do you really have? I've heard of something about that, about giant worms in the desert.
No, but apparently
Yeah,
that's
that
what's at
they're
this
evil.
dungeon.
I swear it was like something about like that Brethren like did something about.
I guess we'll never find out.
I don't really remember. Maybe I didn't really think about it, but
Never
Sure,
had to
we'll
deal with
find
worms in my
someone you
life.
can ask soon enough.
Maybe that's why they're hiding in the cliffs.
helpful warning for you, Aspen. Oh, guess helpful. It's gonna get a whole lot drier when we get out there.
Good, I would like to die.
Dry is better than humid.
That doesn't mean you'll be dry. But oh, and really cold at night. But
Cold is good, I would like the cold. And I will admit this area is starting to drag me down a little bit.
trying to also help with future planning. When do we want to leave the causeway? Because we could do it at Fossero and head north through the desert. Or we could stick to the causeway, making the travel time longer.
If we're traveling to Sakis, it is built out of the bank of the Atamek. If we follow that, we won't get lost in the dunes.
So we could, yeah, follow. Leave Fossero then. Okay. Makes sense. I suppose the next question is, how long are we wanting to be in Fossero?
I am not being deliberately quiet on this topic, I just have no idea what I should say. Navigation and spending time around here, I will trust you, Vanya.
Well, the whole reason for the trip to Fossero is to see if Vegas is going to get beaten up or not. And to show the home of the SHL.
Mm-hmm.
But that, well, it takes a day or two at most.
Probably.
And then up to the Sakis.
The question is, when are we planning on going into the dunes themselves? Because we will need to prepare beforehand.
I think getting supplies from Fossero to help cover that eventuality is probably better than trying to gather it at Seki's. Just cover ourselves there, and we don't have to worry about it when we're up in the cliffs.
Then let's.
Alrighty. Anything left to discuss before you head into the city?
Nothing from me.
Nothing else.
We never even talked about the traveler stuff, did we?
No.
No.
No, so it's the
We
press to
kind
talk
of got a
about
bit
that
too
right
heated
now.
for that. We'll do
I
that
just
some
wanna
other day.
talk. Charlotte's nonverbal now.
Oops. Anyways, Farcero, yay.
Alrighty. You pull up to the vast stretch of causeway. The city ahead is everywhere. It teems with both the life of the Batyon and the Beylik, mice and sloths, donkeys and armadillos. The crowds are dense on the sandy-colored road, if it can even be called the road. The causeway has widened to the size of a courtyard. Even more city cascades to the grounds below in a zigzag of flat rooftops. The route into the city wraps around the edge of an elliptical stadium built enough for 10,000 people. The Sapphire Palace crowns the city, tall enough to tower over the top of the causeway. Its majestic, elevated gardens and interconnected towers are at the center of all Arneria, where the Bey and Raja sit together at its head. Welcome to Farcero. You and your crew pull through into the city gates. The sight of the Bey's men are quite common here, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of checkpoints or gates or anything to stop people's passage through the city. You pull through with the herd of travelers making their way from the north and quickly disperse along the section of the Shield City. There are vast many markets in quite different directions. Plenty of places to dine and eat. There are, of course, the very large stadium seen within the center of the city. And of course, the Great Palace further ahead. What would you like to do first?
Yes, find somewhere to set up so we can, scout from around there.
Looking for resonance first?
Yeah. I don't know how long, but yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and give me perceptions or investigation checks for finding a good place to settle.
Oh boy.
Three, 16, 19. Okay. Alright. Vanya, Aspen, and Iset, you all catch note that as you are moving throughout Farcero, there is a very discernible amount of traffic that splits off into different directions. Because you arrived with lots of other people in tow, just from the causeway in general, you notice that each little caravan, as it were, is very easy to pick apart in terms of, like, what they might be about. You see very obvious, like, merchants, fishermen, and such bringing goods and heading through marketplaces. But you also catch eyes of what are more obviously Delver crews. And the Delver crews in particular seem to be heading down inside of the causeway itself, more towards a certain section. And with a little bit of knowledge and following along, you do realize that there is a part of the causeway down here that seems to be more or less taken over by Delvers. They have sort of set up shop here. There are merchants down here as well that are catering towards Delvers, whether it is for equipment or food, supplies, and such. But there are what appears to be several groups of, like, local taverns built into the causeway, dedicated or probably entirely run by Delvers. This seems like a very good place to set up shop.
Alright, yeah, probably setting up there then.
Alright. There are a couple buildings, but they seem to be conjoined. It's very strange. The buildings within the causeway themselves are usually their own, like, mini structures, as are, like, these multiple taverns here. But it looks like someone has taken the time to ramshackle some connecting points between them and have made one large interconnecting building. It looks like a lot of it is also made out of maybe parts of old wagons.
Oh, kind of like those, like the pirate tavern thing in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Where they have it
Made out of, like, ship
boat.
parts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very, very similar vibe.
But wagons, nice.
Oh, like a shanty town. Okay.
Yes. You find a spacious area with room for the wagons and a sort of like a... What's a good way to say it? The word I'm looking for. A stall, essentially, where a lot of the different Delvers, like draft horses, are pulled over and essentially given a little bit more room and a place for them to, like, graze and feed.
Oh, a pen.
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't know why the word was just eluding me.
Sometimes you forget words.
Happens to the best of us.
But yes. As you are getting set up and pulled through, a donkey woman nearby waves towards your crew. Hello. You look fresh.
Just about.
Just rolled in, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you should go meet Lucy in the tavern. She could get you set up. The nightly stays will cover any fees for taking care of your horses.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, no problem.
Should we go see Lucy then?
Sounds like a plan.
Very well, I suppose.
Let's see Lucy.
Alright. You head in through the main tavern and see quite the rambunctious sight. It reminds you a little bit of the Delving Tavern that you saw up in Aurea in Podgorod. There are delvers everywhere. It kind of even looks like some of the staff here that are working kind of look like delvers too, in just how they're dressed and such. It quite literally feels like they've just taken over this entire part of the causeway.
That's fun.
But there are plenty of people about, very clearly sharing stories. You sometimes catch glances towards tables where some delvers have set out like recent loot that they've gotten from the dungeon, various magical items, weapons, armors, and the like. But your attention is eventually pulled towards the bar, where you see a rather well-built Marine woman. She is all white, and she has a small little chunk missing out of one of her ears. But she sees your rather large group shifting through and gives you a curt wave.
Does she have the red eyes that white mice always have?
Yes.
Cool.
Hello, you look like Lucy.
And you look like a smart dog. Just rolling
yeah,
into
thank
town.
Looks
Yep.
can be deceiving.
Oh, is that so?
Asper so playfully shoves Vegas.
Well, welcome to Delver HQ. Little quaint nickname that they've given this part of the causeway. It's our
I like
own
it.
little slice that we've taken out. I don't think the Bay minds as much. Kind of keeps us all in one place.
It's dangerous sometimes.
Oh, for certain. I've kicked my fair number of Delvers out of the tavern before. People
Funny.
fighting over loot and other stupid things.
This reminds me more and more of Podgorod by the second.
I expected I won't have any trouble from your crew, now will I?
Nah.
Splendid!
I don't think we've ever been trouble in either.
Oh, she's insight checking the hell out of that.
Yeah, no trouble unless I get jumped here for my next fight. Okay, we're good.
Isaac's just quietly gritting her teeth.
Oh, next fight,
Yeah, SHL.
Oh, if you're here, you're going to get jumped.
Shit, really? I wanted Eki to be around. Can you wait?
You're in the home of the SHL. If
I know.
If you're wandering through here and expecting to get out without a fight, I'd be impressed.
Oh, I'm expecting it, just not right away. We just got here, you know?
Well, you probably have time.
Okay, phew.
Street SHL matches are actually not too uncommon here.
My first match was a street match. Good times.
Fun. Whereabouts?
Louvain Market.
Ooh, I bet that was entertaining.
Very.
And so what's your name, SHL boy?
Vegas. Mimi Vegas.
Alright. What about the rest of your friends?
Guys.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I have been right of Vegas for several months now. Got to see one of his matches. Really fun.
Nice to meet you.
I am Espen. Not really an SHL person, but I am learning about the traveling in his company.
You seem like you're very far from home.
This is certainly the furthest I have ever been.
Should probably look into a change of clothes. Might help you with the temperature.
I've been thinking about it, but I like my clothes. They mean a lot to me.
I didn't say you had to get rid of them. You just need to wear something a bit more breathable.
Maybe I can find someone who does Orient patterns and lightweight fabrics.
Well, what about the rest of you?
He said,
Ah, Jackal Delver. Don't see many of you.
correct.
We have a dragon too, but I think he's on the wagon.
Oh, you're quite a large crew, then.
I have been told that.
Well,
We do set out to accomplish the things the standard crew can't handle.
oh, is that so? So are you, the next crew to head out into the desert, then?
Odds are.
At least be taking the causeway through some of it, I hope.
I take it you might be looking for the Sandworm Dungeon.
Is that what they're calling it?
Is that... Oh, more people know about that now.
Oh, quite a few people know about it. They've had to send out a couple scouts to retrieve delving wagons.
That scares me.
Oh,
It's
people...
a deterrent for some people, for certain. Hasn't stopped everyone.
Have people died?
And nobody's been found. There have been some wagons left close to the dungeons, though. So, presumably.
Yeah, that's not a good sign, especially in the desert.
Well,
Unfortunate side of the work, though.
I think we should be able to handle it. Uh-oh.
Jade is unfortunately not feeling well and has to bounce out early for now.
Aw, feel better, Jade.
Alright. But yes, occasionally a crew will head out that way. A lot of the times they'll more than likely turn tail and come back once they realize they are a bit more unprepared than they originally thought. But sometimes they'll get out and actually get into the dungeon. And occasionally scouts will swing by to check the place, just to see if anything's changed. And most of the times the wagons will still be out front.
Yeah, I'm sure the country much
Wouldn't be the
different.
first time. Exactly. Compared to the other situations where other groups have tried and failed to root out the threat, and it was up to us to come in after them and actually finish the job.
Quite a specialty. Finishing up dungeons other delvers find too difficult.
What can we say? We're good.
And we have 100% success rate thus far.
Yeah, so did the last couple crews that went out that way.
Yeah, but we're different.
Heard that before too.
Alright, I heard that before.
She's kind of like just squints at you.
Squint back.
So there'll be no big deal, just some big beasties, a little sand, you know.
Well, make sure you get your SHL match in, career boy, before you go disappearing on anyone.
Career boy. That's funny. Definitely gonna take a peek at the ring while I'm here.
Oh, you absolutely should. There's a couple rings. The most notable is the pit, though. Besides the Grand Arena, but the Grand Arena gets used for many things. It's gonna be occupied for the time being, though. At least while the band's here.
What band?
She raises an eyebrow. Oh, you just arrived then.
Yeah, I thought we established that.
Earlier today, yes.
She walks over towards one of the nearby posts on the wall, and there are several flyers up on it, and she rips one off and brings it over and shows it to you.
Okay, inspect it.
Let's see. Sure. So, you have a poster with a very flashy symbol on it. And some of it is written in Common, but most of it is written in Greater Arnarian too. So there's a mix of words, but for the most part, it is fairly easy to translate. The world-famous traveling bard band, known as Signals, is in town this year, as part of their new Delving tour, playing at many major cities, with a theme for the continued booming industries that is dungeon delving. Beasts and brethren, roamers and vagabonds, dungeon delvers new and old alike, come experiencing the life-changing event that is the band Signals, playing live for 3 days at the Farsaro Grand Arena. Witness the greatest expression of Abadanian passion and performance from the most talented bards the Beast World has to offer. Hear music unlike anything you've heard before, and see the Universal Symphony beckoned and displayed for all to see. You won't want to miss it. Admission starts at 5 gold pieces and is valid for all 3 days of the event. Specialty VIP tickets are available in limited quantities on each day, granting backstage passes to meet with the band of Signals. Prices start at 500 gold piece per person, and are only valid for select days. Get them while they last.
Ooh.
Seems like quite the claim. I've heard some pretty good bards in taverns in Oria.
Guys, we gotta go.
Seems like a lot of kerfuffle with a lot of people.
It's music. You don't like music?
Yeah, I like a bit of
Live music?
I play my own.
I mean, yes, but 500 gold apiece?
That's for VIP passes. We don't need to be VIPs.
We could certainly easily afford to be either way. If
I
that
could.
sort of music is the thing you're into.
They're an interesting group for certain. Definitely draw people from all over whenever they're playing here. But of course, they roam around when they perform. Farsaro is just one of their stops on their trip.
I assume admission is like at the gate.
Yep.
Alright.
I generally
I'd like to
prefer
go.
traditional Orion music, but I guess I could take it or leave it.
And trust me, there's nothing in the Beast World quite like them. They play with Brethren instruments that produce a sound I have never heard before.
Oh.
Yes, when everyone says it's an experience worth hearing, they quite mean it.
It's quite the pitch.
To be fair, there's nothing in the Beast World quite like a lot of dungeon monsters either, but I don't necessarily want to hang around with them.
You say that like you don't hang around bards very often either.
I play my own music. I like the bards in Oria. I like the ones in the taverns up there. I prefer the traditional side of things. That's all.
I knew a bard once. I should call him.
Well, to put it in perspective, the Grand Arena hosts about 10,000 people at a time, and when Signals comes in, it usually fills up.
Oh,
No.
well, that cinches it. I'm absolutely not going there.
Though I also... A lot of people tend to use the neighboring rooftops around the arena of different people's homes to also try to get a bit of a view. It's not quite the same as being in the arena, but you can certainly hear them.
I am sorry, 10,000 people in one building and then people on the rooftops around there? An overflow? That is horrifying.
How is that horrifying?
That is just too many people.
Oh, are
Are
you
too many people.
not good around people?
You know, I've been getting better, but I still have my limits.
It's more the crowding and
The noise.
yes.
Trust me, everyone's only focused on the 3 on stage when it comes to that time.
It's more the noise. I imagine an event like that would be very loud from the audience and the performance.
It is a concert, after all.
I'm not going to stop anyone else going, but I don't think that's from me.
Well, you have time to think on it. They're gonna be here for a few days.
How long are we going to be stopped here?
Did you have a expected match here?
Yes, that's why we're here.
Well, I guess we're there till it happens.
And then it's
As
into
long as
the
it takes for them to
yeah,
find you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then we get to go to the dungeon. Yay! I think we should go. As a group or not, I think it'd be nice. While we're
I
here, at least.
suppose.
Alright. Well, if you're gonna be staying by here, at least, for the time being, how many are in your crew again?
7 in total.
7.
Seven total. And then, how many wagons and draft horses?
2 wagons, 4 horses.
Okay. And you don't know how long you're planning to stay?
4 days. Does that sound appropriate, gang?
I imagine, unless your opponent gets lost.
I mean, I'm sure they've been notified that I'm here if they're here already. I don't have to check in with, or do I have to check in with anybody, or did my manager do that for me?
You can probably talk to her and find out.
Okay,
You have only just arrived, so...
true.
Yeah, let's say... For 3 days, and you given your crew size, and accommodating for the draft horses. Run you about 75 gold. 25 gold a day.
Okay.
Alright. That sounds reasonable. Do you want keys to rooms specifically? Like individual rooms, or...
I could share a room with someone.
I don't mind. I could sleep in the wagon.
I was also probably gonna sleep in the wagon.
I feel like it's pretty much standard practice for Aski and Vanya to be sharing rooms at this point, so that's probably fine.
I'll get a room with Iggy since he can't say anything right now about it.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Seems like a fair bonk.
And they were
And
roommates.
if Issa would either
And
like to
they
share
were
a room
roommates.
or go to the wagon.
He said we'll share a room with Charlotte.
Alright. Got a couple bunks going. Alright. I'll get you a couple keys for the same floor. That way you all are at least close. Beyond that, welcome to Farcereau.
Thank you.
Is there a nearest at all?
Boo.
You're not the
Please
first
don't-
Delver to come in here and make that terrible joke.
Please don't go. That was a genuine question.
Rolling insight again.
Aspen is being 100% sincere.
Boy, her insights have been total shit.
Is it like close to Nat 1 territory, or?
Oh, she rolled the nat 1 this time.
Oh, cool.
Hella. Look, we're just so trustworthy. Look at us.
I just thought it was a naming convention. I didn't realize it was something people make jokes about.
I thought you were making a pun.
No, I've never been here before. That was a genuine question.
No, there's no near Soro. It's just the name of the city.
Okay.
She seems genuinely confused now.
It's not a name in common Aspen.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Well, as long as you're staying here, we'll make sure your draft horses are taken care of. Again, if you need accommodations changed for rooms or such, just let me know. And do us all a good favor. Don't start any fights.
Wouldn't dream of it.
She
Other
looks at
than
you
this kid.
specifically, Vegas.
It's like a complacent grin, not really looking at anything in particular.
Alright. Well, last thing's in order. What's your Delving crew name so I can have that on the registry?
That would be the Astral Pact.
Catchy. Alright. Well, we will get this taken care of, and if you need anything, just ask. I will go ahead and manage the treasury and deduct the 75 gold from that, if nobody did it already.
It's usually Jade that does that, but
Yeah.
I've never touched
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like since we had Jade go ahead and bow out, I feel like this is a good stopping point for the night, and we can fully explore the city fresh next week.
Yeah, we only get
Oh,
much started in 10
boy.
minutes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Back in Farsoro again for Charlotte.
I like when Lucy called me a smart
And a
doggy.
ski and Vanya.
Desert. Now we're in the desert level.
I can't wait for the party to find out that Aspen basically doesn't know what sand is.
Oh no, it's gonna get in your fur!
Bad snow. Evil snow.
Snow that
Evil
doesn't melt.
cinnamon.
This
You
just
have
in
to, like-
has been confirmed. Never been on a beach before.
Oh no, it's on evil sale.
Aspen's been to coastlines, but like not really on the sand, and the ones where they would have been on the sand, it's like up in Oria where it's all like
Yeah, I was gonna
damp
say, like,
and
Oria isn't
packed
exactly
down and-
famous for its beaches, it is now.
Different kind of sand.
Yeah,
Not sand that is actively
It's a
trying to
damp
kill you.
sand, but it's a different kind of sand, but it's familiar at least.
The son of a beach out here hits different.
anyway,
Right.
now if we get out there and get attacked by a bunch of people with blue eyes, then I'm out.
I'm pretty sure we are meeting the Freeman in the cliffs.
Oh no.
All right, bye
Bye.
everybody. See you next week. Thank you, Duo.
Bye.
See y'all
Good night.
around.
Good night, folks.
Good night.